Good morning, dear children. I hope you all are fine and safe at home. Today we are going to have the revision of poem. The poet of the poem is Langston Hughes. Langston Hughes is the poet. My dear children, before starting our revision, as you watch this video, please keep your books opened with you so that we can study together. First of all, we'll revise the word meanings of this poem. A climbing means climbing. Ain't means has not. Also, it can be a contraction of am not. Ain't can be used as has not as well as am not. Crystal, a high quality clear glass, colorless glass. Honey, honey is a term of endearment. With love and affection we call dear, sweetie, darling. The same way we can call someone honey also with love. Eyes, it's a non-standard way of saying I have. Kinder, kinder means kind of. Landings, landings, the word is landings. It's landings, the flat area without steps where a stairway takes a turn. When we climb on the staircase, you have seen where the stairway takes a turn, there is a flat area where there are no steps. That flat area is called landings. Sit down. Sit down means sit down or stop or take rest. Splinters. Splinters means sharp, slender pieces of wood broken off from the main body. The old furniture you can see which is broken, when the pieces of wood comes out, that is called splinters. Tacks. Tacks are the short nails with a flat head, used for holding down a carpet. For example, the flat nails, the small nails which are used for holding down the carpets. Let us start the poem. Well, son, I'll tell you, life for me ain't been no crystal stair. It's had tacks in it and splinters and boards torn up, and places with no carpet on the floor, bare. But all the time I's been a climbing on and reaching landings and turning corners, and sometimes going in the dark where there ain't been no light. So, boy, don't you turn back. Don't you sit down on the steps, 'cause you finds it's kinder hard. Don't you fall now, for I's still going, honey. I's still climbing, and life for me ain't been no crystal stair. This is a wonderful poem. Here is a conversation between mother and son. Mother is giving a lesson to her son. The mother who faced all the hardships, difficulties in life, is giving a moral value to her son, that the son also should keep on moving forward, should not turn back. So, I'll tell you the summary of this poem once. In this poem, Mother to Son, a mother advises her son that he will face many hardships in life. Hardships means many difficulties he will face in life, and yet he must overcome them and keep going. Though the boy will get many hardships, difficulties in life, he must keep on going, he must keep on moving forward. The mother compares the journey through life to ascending the staircase. Mother is comparing her journey of the life as ascending staircase, as we climb up the staircase. She says that for her life has not been a staircase made of crystal. Mother says her life was not, the staircase in her life was not as made of crystal, means it was full of hardships, difficulties. Rather, it has been quite rough. The way was very rough, difficult, with protruding nails. Protruding means extend out or project in space, means the nails which have come out from the space place. If you will put your foot on it, you may get hurt. And pieces of wood jutting out, as I gave you the example from the old furniture. If the pieces of woods are coming out and by mistake you touch them, you may get hurt. It shows the difficulties of life. Boards torn up and places where the carpets were missing. We know that it is very comfortable to walk on the carpet. But if the path is very rough and you are asked to walk barefoot, you will find the difficulties. So all these things, splinters, tacks, board torn up, all these, and no carpets, all these things are indicating to the difficult life. All these points are indicating to the hardships of life. Mother says to her son that she's faced all these problems in her life. However, she has kept climbing through landings, corners, and darkness in spite of such discomfort. She faced darkness, corners, landings. She kept on moving. Though she faced many obstacles in her path, she kept on moving forward. She then asked the boy to walk in her footsteps. She is advising to her son the way she led her life. She is telling her own son to follow the same way and keep moving forward without turning back or giving up. She says to son that he should not turn back, he should not give up, he should face the challenges of the life, he should try to overcome the obstacles because he finds the journey difficult. She says to the son, whenever you find the difficulties in your life, you should not give up or you should not turn back. She wants him to take inspiration from the fact that she is still going steady despite life's hardships. She wants to give the message to the son that as she is facing the difficulties of life, the boy also should face the challenges and obstacles of the life and keep on moving forward. My dear children, we also get a wonderful message from this poem. Our lives are also full of difficulties, problems, but still we should keep on moving. Nowadays we are facing a lot of difficulties. We cannot go out, we cannot come to school, isn't it? But after all these, despite of all these problems, we should overcome. We should face the challenges of life. My dear children, there are question answers in your book. You should revise them. You should learn all these question answers and book exercises given in the book. And here about learning about language, let us see. The topic is given sentences. What is a sentence? Sentence is a group of words. Group of words. Sentence makes a complete sense. Sentence begins with a capital letter. Sentence ends with punctuation. Punctuation mark. According to the need, according to the type of the sentence, we use the punctuation mark. If it is a statement, we use full stop. If it is a question, we put question mark. And if it is an exclamatory sentence, we put sign of exclamation. So you can see in the book, the sentence can take different forms. These are statements, questions, commands, exclamations. The sentences which just make the statement, they are called assertive or declarative sentences. Sentences which ask questions, they are called interrogative sentences. Sentences which give commands, give order, make requests, give suggestions, all these are imperative sentences. And the sentences which express the strong feeling, the sudden strong feelings and emotions, they are called exclamatory sentences.